This is the fashionable citizen network. Imagine a world where your every move is watched, every word heard, every secret exposed. Does that feel like a violation of your privacy? That brings us to the Fourth Amendment of the United States Constitution, an essential part of the Bill of Rights. It safeguards citizens from unreasonable searches and seizures. However, did you know that there are certain exemptions to this rule? First up, we have the Plain View Doctrine. This stipulates that if an officer is lawfully present at a location and sees evidence of a crime in plain view, they can seize it without a warrant. Our illustrative case is Horton v. California in 1990. In this case, the police had a warrant to search Horton's home for stolen property, but not for weapons. However, when they found weapons in plain view during the search, the Supreme Court ruled that the seizure of the weapons was legal under the Fourth Amendment. Next, we have the Exigent Circumstances exception. This allows law enforcement to conduct a search without a warrant if there are emergency conditions. The Kentucky v. King case in 2011 serves as a prime example. When police officers followed a suspected drug dealer into an apartment building and smelled marijuana from one of the apartments, they broke in without a warrant. The Supreme Court held that the Exigent Circumstances rule applied here. Then comes the Search Incident to Arrest exception. This allows police officers to search a person without a warrant if they are under arrest. The landmark case, Chimel v. California, 1969, centered on this exception. When Chimel was arrested at his home, the police conducted a search of his entire house without a warrant. The court ruled that while officers could search the person and the area within their immediate control, searching the entire house was unreasonable. The automobile exception is another notable exemption. It allows the police to search a vehicle without a warrant if they have probable cause to believe it contains evidence of a crime. The case of Pennsylvania v. LeBron in 1996 exemplified this. LeBron was arrested after making a drug sale from his car, and the police searched his car without a warrant. The Supreme Court upheld the search, citing the automobile exception. Lastly, we have the consent exception. If a person voluntarily agrees to a search, no warrant is needed. The case of Schneckloth v. Bustamante in 1973 established that the consent must be voluntary and not a result of duress or coercion. Now, let's summarize. The Fourth Amendment protects citizens from unreasonable searches and seizures, but it does have exemptions. These include the Plain View Doctrine, Exigent Circumstances, Search Incident to Arrest, Automobile Exception, and the Consent Exception. Each of these exemptions has been shaped and clarified by landmark court cases over the years. However, it's crucial to understand that these exceptions do not give law enforcement carte blanche to violate citizens' rights. They are specific circumstances that have been carefully considered and defined by the courts to balance the need for law enforcement effectiveness and the fundamental right to privacy. It's indeed a delicate balance, one that continues to evolve with each passing case. So the next time you hear about a Fourth Amendment case, you'll have a better understanding of the complexities involved.